Okay, so today we are going to be doing the liquify dialog box practice today. So to do this, we're going to go to File, Open, and we are going to go to the P drive, and we're going to make sure we're in the P drive right here. Click on Photo Demo Examples, and then we're going to click on Liquify Practice. Open the image zebra. So wait for the image zebra to open. Now we're going to open up the liquify dialog box. So we're going to go to Filter, and we're going to click on Liquify. Okay, so this is a brand new box. You guys have never seen this. If we click on this one up here, that's the forward warp tool. That's the reconstruct tool. That's the twirl tool. That's the pucker tool. The bloat tool. And the turbulence tool. That is the freeze mask tool. That is the thaw mask tool. So the first thing we're going to experiment with is the freeze mask tool. So you're going to click on freeze mask tool, and you're going to notice that you can paint this area in. And we can click the bracket tool on our keyboard to make our brush size smaller or larger. So I'm just going to go around, and we're going to draw in around our zebra, okay? So we're going to draw in around our zebra, and what we're doing is we're thawing that area. We're not thawing that area. We are freezing this area. Means that no manipulation can be done to anything that is in red, okay? Now, if we go and we click on the thaw mask tool, we can undo whatever we don't want to be done. So I'm going to actually go in and I'm going to thaw out this area, or I'm going to remove the red from the legs, because I plan on manipulating the legs on the zebra, okay? Okay, so we kind of went around. We have some area that could still be drawn in around. So I'm drawing in around the zebra. Drawing in around the zebra. Okay. So those are the freeze and thaw mask tools. Now we are going to experiment with our bloat tool. We're going to click on our bloat tool here, and you're going to notice over here we have tool options. We have brush size, brush density, and brush rate. The rate controls how fast it moves, like how fast the change takes place. The density controls the softness of the edge of the tool, and the size is the area. Okay, so the brush size will control just how wide or how little or how large of an area you are manipulating. So if I put the brush, let's say halfway, and I'm bloating, I'm going to start to go ahead and bloat out my zebra. We can see that the zebra is starting to get bigger in the middle of the stomach. I've also got a brush density of 50, which is the middle, and a brush size of 80. So I'm going to put the brush rate at 50, which is kind of a mid-speed. And if I keep clicking on my zebra, you're going to see that my zebra is starting to bloat out. Now we can reverse that by clicking on the pucker tool. Keep everything the same, all the settings the same, and now I can start to click again, and what happens is it reverses, and so now everything is getting pulled in rather than pushed out. So right now we are puckering in our zebra, and it's shrinking everything and pulling everything in. Okay, so I want you to experiment with the pucker and the bloat tool both. I want you to manipulate this zebra and make it look very odd. Okay, we're not going to keep our zebra looking normal at all. What's really nice about this is we can also go in and we can bloat like different features. So I'm going to actually go in and with a much smaller brush, I'm actually going to bloat out the eyes on our zebra. Okay, so I'm using my bracket key to make a very small brush, or I could slide it right here. Okay, I'm also going to zoom in, Control plus, and zoom in a little bit more, and going to bring my brush size down to about 76. Okay, so now I'm just going to control just the eye area here. I'm just bloating out just the eye area and the nose. Maybe make the brush a little bit bigger. And I'm bloating out the ears now. You'll notice that the top of the ear is not changing because the red freeze is on the top of the ear. Okay, so if I go out, Control minus, we have a bloated ears, bloated eyes, and bloated nose on the zebra. We're also going to experiment with the twirl. So here's the twirl. Click on that, and I'm going to make a larger brush and a brush rate a little bit faster, and the bigger the brush, the more body gets twirled. Okay, the smaller the brush, the smaller part of the area gets twirled. You can see now it's barely twirling it at all. So let's make a brush a little bit bigger. Maybe even smaller than that. Let's see. And then maybe let's increase the brush rate to 100% so it does it really fast and we can really see what it's doing. Oh boy, it's making holes in my zebra. Okay. Now we're going to experiment with the forward warp. So let's click on the forward warp, and we're going to move it forward. But oh, look what's happening when I move it forward. It won't go into the area that's all frozen. It only will make it go forward in the area that is frozen. Okay, and we can try the turbulence. The turbulence will add like waves, that kind of stuff to it. It really messes it up. And then we did the pucker and we did the bloat. So those are all the tools that we need to work with. We need to work with the forward warp, the turbulence, the twirl clockwise or counterclockwise, the pucker tool, and the bloat tool. We also want to experiment with brush size, brush density, and brush rate. As soon as you're done, you say OK. And then there is our manipulated image. There's our open image. And there's our manipulated image. And we sure had fun with our liquify tool today.